What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Draymond Green Show YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the post that you love. But you can get everything the Draymond Green Show right on our YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe. Check that out. Thank you. But we live in this world today, and speaking of Clay, where certain people talk in this media space, and it's like what they say is Bible. like, oh, the such and such said it. That's Bible now. Or he said this or she said that. That's what it is. Let's talk about that.
Please, let's talk about it.
Go. You got it.
All right.
Go.
My problem is basketball is one of the only sports or only things where you don't have to be a professional to judge professional and get people looking at it like you're the gospel.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy to me.
Absolutely.
Bro, I can't walk into Microsoft and tell Bill Gates, create this, or no, what you're doing is wrong, you're supposed to do it. Think about how I'd be looked at.
Yeah.
If I walked into Microsoft and I'm telling Bill Gates how it should look and what should be done, and this is Bill Gates.
They look at you like you was out of your mind.
Like I'm on something.
Absolutely.
But we allow it, and that kills me.
Mm-hmm.
So I know exactly what you mean when you say new media, because it's crazy to me, like, there should be a certain credential that you have, not to speak on the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that. Everybody's free to speak how they want. But to say it with your chest out like, yeah, and I said it, so you guys are going to fall in line for this. Ain't that crazy?
It's insane.
And so that part kills me. That part kills me, bro. And that's why I think I have a responsibility to be in this space. And I've given so much of my life to the game,
Mm-hmm.
as you have, as like certain people have given their life. And for me, I'm not a hot take dude.
Yeah.
And when I'm saying, I don't mean, I may not say something that goes viral. I'm saying I'm always following the game.
Yes.
And I feel like the game will always lead me where I need to go. And I owe that to the game.
Mm-hmm.
The game's giving me everything. Nobody would know who I was, period, if I didn't play the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I owe the game. I'll never cheat the game. And so my thing is always follow the ball, follow the game. And if I follow the game, I'll be able to say what I feel is right and what's wrong. And you could do it in a way that's not tearing people down.
Mm-hmm.
You're just getting the point across and being real about it.
You know what's crazy is I always tell like football players, like I'm envious of you because they can only really watch and see, man, did such and such run for X amount of yards.
Right.
Did he throw for this amount of yards? What was his completion? How many passes did he complete? How many receptions did that guy have? How many yards? But it's so much going on the football field that people actually shut the fuck up. Like they're not going to talk and analyze the game of football how they try to do the game of basketball, because everybody and their mama think they know the game of basketball. But when it comes to football,
why though?
I don't get it. And so I always tell people like, why do you think you should say that to me? And it's interesting because you get one of two reactions. Sometimes you get a reaction like, oh, my fault, bro. Like, you
Right.
But sometimes you actually get people that's like, no, because this and that. And I'm like, yo, do you realize I study this?
More than anything.
Like, daily, all day. You watch a game for 2 hours. I live this, breathe it, study this. What makes you think in your right mind you know this the way I do?
And they're watching it only from the lens that benefits them or whatever they want their narrative to be.
Absolutely.
Bro, we see the game from so many different levels. I can tell you from the star point of view. I can tell you from a bench player's point of view. I can tell you from just a teammate's point of view. I can tell you what the coach is thinking. I can tell you how the front office is trying to put it together. We see it from so many different angles and a totally different lens you can't even comprehend. So what makes you think you know more about this than me? And I'm not saying we can't have a great conversation about it, me and this X, Y, and Z, but I'm just saying in general, what makes you think that you're like, no, what I said, this is it, and this is going, and you may even bring up a good point within the conversation, but you don't know more, bro. You just don't. You ain't put enough time in.
Get in on the action with the Draftking Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers who deposit $5 or more can get a no-sweat bet up to $1,000 back in bonus bets. How cool of a deal is that? All you have to do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. It takes 90 seconds and use the code Colin, COLIN. This is the best deal you're going to find. New customers, it's a no-sweat bet up to $1,000 if your first bet loses. How cool is that? Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Code is Colin. The crown is yours.
Absolutely. And it's the bravado that comes with it.
Right.
Like some of these guys that get to talking, I'm just sitting there looking at them like the nerve of you. Like, the nerve of you. Like, how dare you?
How dare you?
Say that. The nerve of you. But if I come at you,
you're wrong.
I'm wrong. But who validated
Oh, you're a bully, right? Like,
who validated this thing?
It's in that, and now especially with social media, right?
Mm-hmm. Aha.
That's like a whole different thing because I'm sure some of these same people had the same thoughts, but now we hear them,
Mm-hmm.
we see them,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, and now they're even louder because now they have a voice, and we might respond to them.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes at the end of the day, they didn't even care about what they were saying; they just wanted a response. They wanted your attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now you got to decipher through that. It's just a whole different. It's a different era, a different generation, but I feel like we need more basketball people in basketball.
Absolutely.
Talking the game, in the front offices, coaching, like we need that more often.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's needed.
Absolutely.
The game will be in a better place because of it.
100%.
100%.